What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. Fighter DLC tournament thing. So, if you're new and you're stumbling across this wondering what this is, pretty simple. It's a tournament of 72 characters that have maybe a potential to be a DLC character in Smash Ultimate in some way or whatever. But also, we got all sorts of characters. We have spirits, we have assist trophies, we have third party, we got first party, we got characters that are disconfirmed by their studio, whatever. This tournament is for fun. If you don't like a character because one reason or another, and you want to participate, just vote for the other character. No need to attack anybody in the comments. These are just characters that people would, prefer to have that they might like a little bit better. So, again, all for fun. So, how do you vote? How do you participate? Pretty simple. You see the two characters. They're in the title of the video or the thumbnail. You might have seen. Pretty much you choose one of those two characters, or you can pick both, which is fine. But you just write the name of, your choice for the pick down in the comments. And then 1 week after this gets uploaded, 1 week after any matchup gets uploaded, we will get the results, and the tournament will keep on moving along pretty smoothly, and we go till there's a winner. Pretty simple. Also, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning character has to lose twice. So you lose once, you draw up to the loser bracket from there. If you lose, well, then you're eliminated. That's pretty much how this goes. So 72 total characters so far. This is good. So we get to go over the results from last week. Oh, by the way, if there's ever a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin on camera. Had to do that a few games ago, but fingers crossed that doesn't happen again. Hopefully we just get decisive winners. But with that being said, we get to go over results from last week, which was game number 6. It was Captain Toad taking on Monokuma, and boy, I was very intrigued to read the comments and see the votes. So a little bit of a story. Well, I'll tell that story in a second. So the winner, maybe not to the surprise of many people, but Captain Toad ends up winning 65 votes to just 38 for Monokuma. But there's a caveat. Now there's a little story behind it. Quite a bit of people did vote for Captain Toad because they just didn't know who the character is, and there were a couple other comments that were saying, well, that's kind of ridiculous. It's not fair to vote for a character when you don't know who the other one is. Well, to me, that's the boat I was in. I have no idea, never heard of this character, Monokuma. Didn't know, but you guys suggested it. Quite a few of you did, so that's why I put the character in the tournament. Did a little bit of research myself. I think the character has pretty decent potential for a playable character, but again, for me, I voted Captain Toad. There's quite a bit of people that did, so again, this is for fun. You don't need to attack people's opinions for whatever character they vote or whatever reason they vote. Again, all for fun. So, Captain Toad gets to move on and will face Lara Croft in the next round in Game 38. Monokuma drops to the loser bracket, where Monokuma will end up being in Game 43, taking on the loser of Game 17. So let's just see Game 17 here real quick. So gets the loser of Banjo and Excite Biker. Let's face it, Excite Biker's probably losing that. So Monokuma's potential next matchup will be against Excite Bike. So Monokuma fans, he's still alive. Still got a good chance to keep on moving through the tournament. So with that being said, we get to go over the new matchup for the day. Let's see. Matchup number 12, Paper Mario taking on Sora. Mario versus Sora. This should be fun. Let's do this. So Paper Mario. Yep. Look at Paper Mario in there. I always felt that, and I think a lot of people felt the same way when I've talked about Paper Mario in the past, because he has appeared in my very first tournament I did last summer. So like when I started in June. He was in that tournament. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But the point I'd like to bring up was, if there's any character that Nintendo owns, a first-party character, that deserves multiple iterations of the character, whether it's their original design, whether it's an Echo Fighter, whether it's maybe kind of a little spin-off sort of version of the character, whatever it might be, Mario is the one that should be. Mario's the mascot of Nintendo. Mario has all sorts of different potential ways you can make the character play. Of course, we know we have, the original Mario in the game, and we have Dr. Mario, who's like a semi-echo sort of character. So, yeah, and then Paper Mario. The good thing about Paper Mario is he's so different from Mario. It's not another copy paste moveset. It's not another. It's different. I mean, sure, the design and that stuff looks a bit same. It's Mario, but in a paper form. So, moveset, height, dimension, speed, all that stuff. All the big factors that go into how a character gets made and how they play and all that stuff. Paper Mario is different than Mario. So. That last picture, Paper Mario's trusty little mallet, definitely incorporated into a moveset. He's got all sorts of these little buddies that are in the Paper Mario universe that you could put into his moveset. Did I make a moveset for Paper Mario a while ago? I think I did, but I never posted it actually. I think I did. But he's got all sorts of buddies. He's got a shell, not smash, but a shell kick, like a Koopa shell. Ends up kicking that. You could use, like I said, he's got the hammer. He's got, there's, I know I only listed 2 things, but the moveset would be completely different. Plus, give us another 2D character. I mean, we got Mr. Game & Watch, but I mean that's it. Why not give Mr. Game & Watch a little friend, right? Hey, you're not the only character that's 2-dimensional in this game, right? So I think that would be pretty cool. He'd be a light character as well. I'd say somewhat similar to Game & Watch, and maybe movement and hitbox and speed, running speed and all that sort of stuff. I think he'd be pretty similar in that way. It could be a bit floaty as a character as well. So I mean, let's face it, if Paper Mario were to be in Smash Ultimate as a DLC character, it would sell. For one, people know who. Well, everybody knows who Mario is. Everybody knows who Mario is, right? So you give him a paper form of him and just a completely different moveset. Again, no echo, nothing similar. He'd probably actually be smaller than Mario as well. I'd I'd think in height-wise, Mario would probably be taller than Paper Mario. I'd have to assume that, but I think Paper Mario, it's Mario. You can't go wrong. I mean, sure, you might have a ton of other characters, myself included, that you would put, above, having another iteration of Mario in the game. But if this happens, I don't think you could. I think people would be okay with it. They'd understand. They know who it is. Plus, the Paper Mario franchise, isn't it already repped in Smash Bros. With a stage itself? So, I mean, hey, Animal Crossing started by only having a stage in Smash Bros. Eventually got Villager, and then, the addition of, what's her name, Isabelle, for Ultimate as well. Maybe Paper Mario Universe could kind of go the same route, have a stage at first, and then end up getting a character as well. Potentially. And here's a nice little cool mock-up I found of potential palette swaps, alternate skins or something like that. Mr. L, that'd be kind of cool, actually. But, yeah, so let's, I mean, Paper Mario just makes sense. It's Mario, it's Nintendo. It would sell, it would work, right? So, let's talk about Sora. Man, Sora. One of the more talked about third-party characters. Definitely a lot of buzz, a lot of sort of hype around him. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out in January. Definitely a lot of rumors kind of attached to, oh yeah, Sora's coming to Smash Bros. And then they could tie in the two with the announcement. Well, it's been 2.5 months since we've gotten Kingdom Hearts 3. Is it going to come to the Switch? I don't know if they've ever confirmed that, but maybe if it does end up coming to the Switch sometime down the road, then maybe they could kind of tie in the two announcements, which would be awesome. Plus, Sora's one of those just fantasy characters that nobody ever thought would be legitimately possible to happen, but honestly, I feel that once Cloud got, in as a DLC character in Smash Wii U 3DS for DLC, that pretty much opened the door for anybody. Any third-party character, because a lot of people thought Cloud was pretty much off limits. Square wasn't really going to play nice with him, but somehow Nintendo worked their magic, and we got Cloud in Smash Bros. And got him back for Smash Ultimate as well. Could we get Sora to kind of follow that same path? I think it's possible, because I know Nintendo. I believe, I could be wrong, but I thought I read an article saying that they might have talked Sora being in Smash. There wasn't an offer that was made, or at least known, that was made. But they might have potentially talked about Sora being in Smash. I believe, was it Hashimoto? He had a tweet that ended up getting deleted about somebody asking him, "Hey, is Sora in Smash?" And he simply replied yes. But I always thought the whole deal with that thing was that he was new to Twitter. Well, apparently, somebody's telling me this about Sora in one of his other matches that I had in a different tournament. I guess Hashimoto ran some sort of Twitter account, so he wasn't new to Twitter. It wasn't like a newbie Twitter mistake. He knew what he was doing. So potentially, maybe this was worked out, and they kind of know. Obviously, Nintendo picked the DLC characters way back in, by the end of end of November. So I think it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. I mean, and if Nintendo, we'll just say they only do one fighter pass, right? I'd say they'd save a huge character, a huge announcement for the end, right? Sora fits that bill to a T. I mean, right? That's kind of perfect. You go out on a bang. You go out with the biggest character you could possibly get the rights to for third party. It's going to generate sales. It's going to generate buzz. It'll generate hype. It just positivity for Smash Bros. And, both companies working together. I'm sure they could come to an agreement for Sora being in Smash Bros. It could work. So, man, who am I going to vote for? One of my deciding factors, I said this in a matchup a few days ago, was the potential matches you can see, a character having, such as Sora against a Mario, Sora against Mega Man, or a Cloud, or a Sonic, or Link, or something like that. That truly intrigues me, and that's one of the reasons I fell in love with Smash Bros. Is seeing all these characters from different universes coming together and just, hey, let's find out who's better. Let's duke it out, right? That's something I love. Now, I definitely feel Paper Mario might have the much better chance, because he's Mario after all. But my vote's for Sora. That one's still kind of easy. As much as I would love to see another Mario character, especially another Mario that just brings a different, sort of feel and gameplay and moveset and all that stuff, Sora's my vote, hands down. Pretty simple on this one. So, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sneak peek, no upload tomorrow. Sundays, we never upload from this tournament. So, so sneak peek for Monday. Looks like matchup 13 will have Rayman from Rayman Legends taking on Porky Minch from the Earthbound Mother series. So it should be interesting. And then we will get the results of Game 7, which was Geno and Sandbag. So should be interesting. We'll get to check out all that stuff. But that's for Monday. Anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.